different exits as you go out. So you can do is sort of bait somebody else to do it, right? So you see something like, okay, I'm just going to grab that too, and then you follow their path. And if they get picked up, oh, well, you look slightly more natural, particularly if you're that much more patient.
Wow.
You can right now with Carnifex, both of them going into the box.
It crashed.
Does
My app
hit the
shut down.
He's hanging behind the guard and will get
I was watching
That's
it off. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, he actually recognized where he was not looking down in the right direction, so he took advantage of that. Funky Fighter let his guard down for just a second there. He did manage to sneak on through, so that was the big point there in the final seconds. As this round is now coming to a close there. Next round is going to begin. We're going to switch up the guards. Take another look.
And no dancing, just props and shots going out from the guards. Round 3 kicking off in the final match of set 2 at the Creative Finals. Who will be able to take that second silver llama? And right now, you see Bensor is going in for the 10-point prop right away. Kutu does get the Mimic, but then opts to go for a different route as players are starting to feel a little bit of the pressure here. You can tell they need to score points. It's the first time we're starting to see some gnomes out there.
Oh, no, the llama team is winning. Yes, the llama team is the one I wanted to win.
Here. He's putting himself straight behind every object that he can. I love that they're using the smaller objects. It's so much easier to score with those. When you bring those big ones out, it really is hard. He actually put himself inside the truck. You see that? He's following Kuta so close here. Just got to use him as bait, really. As you get behind him, he's safe.
Yep, because they don't think they're going to fire twice in there. That's the benefit of it. But right away, you see Kaz, Taco, Chappie. Great little run there from the Little Whip Warriors. That's going to push them back into contention. There's 65 points currently, but a dumpster going in from Hand of Blood. There's another 10 points for Llama Record, though, pushing them up to 90. And they were the winners of that first match. So if they can hold on, they know they'll be the guards in the final round. They need to build up as much of a lead as possible here.
Carraro actually has 15 eliminations, so he had a super successful guard round. But the Chicken Champions need to get picked up here. They need these points. And there it is. He's doing a lot of work for his team, showing that, hey, I can push us up here too. Just gonna go ahead and take that 5-pointer, throw him right over the Fish Fam now. And they're in the top 3 running.
That was a great run from him. Corner peek the entire time, made sure nobody was looking for him. Like, he was barely threatened, but right now, Bensor coming through. The Chicken Champions, can they overtake in the last minute? That's 10 more points. That is going to go through for them, and then starts pushing up. Llama Record needs to get in some runs. The Chicken Champions will not be on the defense with them for the last one, so they're pushing it through. Right now, it is the Sunshine Soldiers and the Fish Fam up there, so they're doing their best to delay everyone. Sandy gets picked off by Tyler, and now Carnifex is chilling in the back on that rusted out car. Hand of Blood just barely avoids the shot. Saw the hitbox going through there.
He's leading by a lot now.
Okay, Funky Fighters. 2 more 10-point props also going over, and we're seeing, I think, a little bit closer of a score here, minus the fact that the Chicken Champions haven't shot yet.
Yeah, this is pretty rough. Neither have the Llama company. The Llamas have not shot, went into the guard tower at all. You can tell because when we go to their POVs, they don't have any limbs, so they have not taken a run yet.
Yes, excuse me, I misspoke there, meaning the Chicken Champions had already shot.
Oh,
the fact that they're already
so they're doing great.
Llama needs to press on it. The only team who really has a definitive lead right now is the Chicken Champions. Effectively, they're up 30 points on the rest of the field because Cuddle Team and Llama Record Code both have to shoot next round.
Oh boy, so if they can't secure a big lead here in the last couple of seconds, if something can't get processed, oh, the poor Burger at the very end.
Burger did not get processed. We like it, never frozen there. Brilliantly done. Doesn't find it. Great work from coming out. And Carnifex doing a great job. Round 4 will begin. It's going to be the last match, and we're going to see what the line is going to be. Who is up in the tower? Who will be able to defend? And can they hold them off? Again, it's Llama Record Co. and the Cuddle Crew up there.
Go Taga.
It's already up there. And you can see the Chicken Champions were able to connect, so it's all about can a Little Whip and them catch up. They need a fantastic run, and they have to do everything to deny him, and you can see right away already tunneling in on those 10-point props.
Yeah, the Cuddle Crew cannot earn points. The Chicken Champions already have the lead. They just kind of continue to press on here. Llama records are up at their run, but it still matters. There's so much on the line for depending on each game, right? Each game is worth so much. You still want to hold your placement regardless of what. This is still a fantastic game for all the teams in the top three.
And I mean, we saw the Ravens come up huge in their last match, pushing all the way from 7th into 3rd because of clutch last-minute decision-making. Right now, Little Whips are trying to do everything they can to catch up with the Chicken Champions and not deny them. Ninja still sticking with the water heater runs, trying to get as many of those in, but the Chicken Champions are still stretching out their lead. They have a 25-point lead, which means the Little Whip Warriors have to either start fast running with the 5-point props or switch to 10-point props. They cannot catch them doing a pit with how good the Chicken Champions have been. They have been the prop masters so far.
Yes, they have. They were doing so good, and oh no, Ninja hits a huge spike there. He's trying to dodge, and he's so close to making it through.
Bro, he should have stopped before they saw him.
Very, very close. Here comes a 10-pointer from Taldoc, sneaks it right in. That's great for the Little Whip Warriors. That's actually going to throw them over the Llama Record Company right there. Cuddle Crew actually is somehow up. Look, the Little Whip Warriors actually went to 2nd place now. They're so close to overthrowing the Chicken Champions as well.
It's going to come down to the last final moments. Can the Little Whip Warriors get the runs they need to? You can see Kaz is taking the corner route, trying to find whatever he can, and he's doing it very well so far. Avoiding the jump pads there. Pretty sure Ninja called those ones out on the run since he hit them on the last time. You can see they're only 20 points down. They're all on 5-point props right now. They will be able to do it, but all of a sudden, Fish Fam is right there as well. They're only 25 points out. Here comes a rotation of prop. 5 points will be coming across for the Little Whips. Fish Fam also getting it, but Cuddle Crew does finally get pushed up there. Brilliantly done. 15 points now separates them, but Ryan gets one in for the Tender Defenders, pushing it back up to 25 with only 30 seconds remaining. Rubius knows if he can get this water heater in, if he can be safe. Oh, apologies, hidden so well. He was the statue going on there. And as you can see, hits the jump pad, stays on the corner, will get it in. That's going to push them 30 points clear. But as I say that, Fishman catches right back up. 19 seconds left, Monster, in the final match of set 2 on Junkyard Juke. Can the last minute scores come through? 25 points. They need a run of 10s. Kaz got in. The box is coming just behind. Fish Fam gets picked up. The Chicken Champions have done enough to round out the final match. Brilliantly done in match 2, repeat at match 3. They are the Chicken Champions. Excellently done, and they defended their crown.
That's right, and you have to give props to everyone else that managed to kind of hold a top 3
lead. Look at them running with the cameras right away.
Dude, man, this team or the Llama team are going to bumping up their prize earnings because every round everyone's a winner, but you can earn just a little. You can win a little bit more.
Yeah, it was just brilliantly done there. And these are actually the creators who helped with this. Brilliantly done from them. Some fantastic gentlemen. Thank you guys all so much for your help in making this mode come to life. Some fine gentlemen up there, the creative builders were at that game jam out there, spent hours and hours, and it really blows my mind to see what they're able to do in this creative mode. Because like, I'll go in, I'll play some stuff, yeah, I think I'm pretty good, and they're like, oh yeah, after 20 minutes I have this full game mode, here's how the scoring works, here's the barriers. I'm like,
and that's the magic of creative, right? These unlimited possibilities, really, when it comes down to coming up with these game modes. We've seen tons of fun ones obviously develop, not only for the creative kind of fun side of the community, but the comp side as well, right? There's plenty of great game modes out there.
Yeah, shout out to all the guys out there playing Storm Wars. We know you guys enjoy it, but that was a fantastic way to close out set number 2. And honestly, I enjoyed Junkyard Juke. It was fun to see kind of the definitive playstyles come out.
Really
Patience
cool,
ended up being key, but players started finding the diagonal runs, knowing that like, hey, I'm gonna stick with the statue because this is my comfort, or like, I know on this run I can be blocked by this tree and this dumpster, and I only show myself once. But again, brilliant from the Fish Fam and Little Whip Warriors to push up and pass those guys in the last moments, pushing them into the top 4 and earning just a little bit more of that prize money.
That's right, because they want it all here at the Fortnite Creative Finals, and it's going down. So, you love to see it. We've seen a series of, I guess, different people succeeding, right? And all of these, the Chicken Champions really kind of came out.
Well, that's what, again, I love about all of this and about creative. There's so many different skills that Fortnite isn't all about one individual thing. You see these guys, and what they're doing is incredibly well. Able to execute the game plan, talk with their teammates, come up with something new, and the Chicken Champions elevated. They were clearly better than the rest at Junkyard Juke, but the question is, will that continue when we get into the Golden Games? Right now, we're going to get a chance to speak with the Chicken Champions, who's up top with Pooks. Pooks, what do you got for us?
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am down here with the Chicken Champions, who surprisingly didn't fly the coop. They put on an absolute clinic today in the creative trials. I'm here with Rubius. Now, you guys won the last game as well, so 2 in a row. You guys had a pretty great strategy. Do you want to kind of talk me through that a little bit?
Oh, what can I say? It's the power of Norway, the power of Spain, and the power of Detroit. Like, we're crushing it, and we're a chicken, so we're good at hiding. Like, we're not good at shooting and stuff, but at hiding, we're the best. The best strategy, I think, is, well, let him take the big stuff, and we are like the supports. Like, we take the small stuff, the 5 points and stuff like that, and the trick is, don't tell them, anybody, but the trick is to go in the corners. Like, no one is watching the corners. It's insane.
So no one is watching the corners. I hope all of your competitors did not hear you just say that. Now, he said that you were in charge of taking the big items. Does that put a little bit more pressure on you?
No, it's good. It works good, so.
So you guys have a ton of confidence now. You have won 2 games in a row. I'm so excited to see how you all perform in the rest of the day. Going into these next games, do you have anything you're going to change, or are you going to keep things the same?
We're just going to keep things the same, stay consistent, keep a level head, play slow. That's really it. So.
And finally, just for you there on the end, I just want to talk a little bit about, you touched on the diversity of this group. Yeah. Now, I know you guys have really not played together much before. What has that been like, coming together, playing here with your teammates from all over the world?
It's amazing. I share these moments with my team, and the next mode, it's amazing. And bueno, this parkour, I think my team is very good in parkour, and I win. We win.
You guys are so confident. I love it. Hopefully that carries on into your next games. Congratulations again, guys. Thank you so much. Sundown, back to you.
Can I send some love to Twitch chat?
Oh,
Let's go.
Twitch chat. Twitch chat. There we go. No.
It's everywhere, man. Thanks for the plug out there. Fantastically well done. Love to everyone. Set 2 is done. It's wrapped up. But I mean, we saw a big shift in the gameplay. We saw a lot of different changes going on, and it's going to be interesting to see what ends up converting into the golden games when we see a little bit of a remix on it. Not going to spoil any surprises. I know, it's fine, but I'm just curious to see who is able to then take their gameplay and enact it when you get to think on it, because you get to then process and be like, okay, we were this close. We were right there. If we had maybe like a little bit more aggressive, or like maybe if we were a little bit better on defending, or maybe one person picked a different lane, the result could have been different. And these guys have been so good at adapting to the circumstances that I have no doubt that the Chicken Champions aren't just going to comfortably sit on top.
Yeah, not only that, they gave away some strategies, so we'll see if Bala outside can, kind of break that down and see if he can give us a little more insight on everything.
Thank you so much, guys. The action is heating up. It's also heating up outside, trying to cool off a little bit here at the Fan Festival, but awesome games of Junkyard Juke, and Chicken Champion seems to be racing away with this one. We're going to take a look at some of the moments from that last game and how they won. So here, first off, just having a good time in the front, and also maybe flexing a little bit their trophy that they may have just secured in terms of a llama. We'll find out that later. But their strategy the entire time, they said it before in the last game, they're just trying to go for the high points. They're just trying to score these, at least getting not those 2 points that Monster was advocating for, but go for the statues, go for the boilers, all those things that net you tons of points, and that's how they came out to a lead. Here it is again, them just cheering on. We have the reactions from the Chicken Champions on their win as well. Nice trophy lifts. Maybe they'll be doing that later on here. The statue using that to get above the opponent's vision, their field of view, so that they can't see, they can't hit their shots, and the reactions of the win. Just bliss as they win their second game there on Junkyard Juke. Absolutely amazing stuff, guys. I can't wait to see who's going to earn that and who's going to continue on towards their path to the Creative World Cup champions.
Thank you so much, Bala, for that in-depth analysis. Now, I know you guys want to see the standings. We want to see them as well. Unfortunately, there was a slight little hiccup. We want to make sure everything is right because this is a huge moment for all of these guys up on that stage. So while we sort that out, we're going to go to a quick break. And when we come back, we will have the standings after set 2 and then move into set 3, which is the world premiere, never before seen world run. So if you need to go do anything, go do it now. Take your bio breaks, take care of everything you need, and then we will be right back.
Oh my god. Okay. So.
Hey, my name's Magma, and today I'm in New York because I qualified for week 4 of the creative trials.
Creative day 1.
I'm really looking
Pro-Am. Oh yeah, so it's Pro-Am.
All the players and
so then tomorrow they're going to do the duos. See who's going to win the duo tournament. Then the last day they're going to do solos.
It was all I did pretty much 24/7. I looked at it as an opportunity. I find after playing Battle Royale, when Creative first came out and Scissors released his first death run, I just instantly sort of, you know, took a liking to it and I enjoyed playing it. And I guess from there afterwards, when I found there was money involved with doing death runs and stuff, that sort of caught me and caught my attention and I started playing more. So with my team, my captain is Godiga. He's a French content creator and my teammates are Chaps and Ardia. I think we can do really well at the Creative World Cup. I think our team has a good combination of the death run skills, but also the like shooting and building and the good chemistry we have in the team. I think it can really make our team do well. Magma and my team, Raven's Revenge, is going to do really good in the World Cup and we're going to smash the rest of the competition because we have the Battle Royale skills, building, death run, we have it all.
Magma is cool. So they're getting everything done and like preparing it. Look how much work they put into that. That's wild.
I am here in the production pit. I am in engineering row right now. I am joined by my friend Peyton, and he does the robotics. Let's talk a little bit about that. What do you do specifically here?
We have a bunch of robotic cameras around the arena that we shoot different angles from, and we're able to pick up shots of the players that are playing the game. We also do a lot of crowd shots, so we're able to shoot the audience and get some really great reacts for both the stream and for the front of house feeds that go up on the screens.
You guys heard it.
I would play a game because I need to get tier 100 and like do my challenges. I was watching World Cup on my phone. I'm like,
going to be looking for your reactions, and you could end up on stream.
You want to play with it? See how it goes?
Of course I do. That's not even a question. Like, I'm so into this right now. This is amazing.
I'm Scarlett. I've come from Japan. I'm happy and excited to be playing with so many players that I've seen on the internet. My favorite place to drop is Fatal Fields. If I win the Fortnite World Cup, first I want to buy a house, and then I'm going to eat a lot of food.
That's funny. That's heavy.
It's so heavy. World Cup Ponsen.
I'm definitely going to win the Fortnite World Cup, so keep cheering for me.
Hey man, I hope you win. I'll bet. That's a life-changing money right there, dudes. Money you get.
Hi, I'm Fortnite and I'm here to compete in the Creative World Cup. I competed in most of the trials and was really excited when they announced the bonus weeks after the original 5 were over. And I competed in the J-Diff 100 level map and I had to speedrun 100 levels as quickly as I could. I really enjoyed like all the different styles of maps and death runs that there are, and I really enjoy speedrunning them and trying to get good as time as I can. The moment I found out that I qualified, it was just insane and I wasn't sure if I was going to before that, and it was just crazy that I am here. And Fortnite and the Sunshine Soldiers are going to win because we have 2 captains, so we're twice as good.
What is going on? We're getting some good practice here for the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals happening very, very soon. A lot of first thoughts, first looks at the Sky Station Showdown, which is an incredible map.
It was a great map. I mean, it mixes a huge new element into the game. You know, you got to protect the person with a sword, capture the objective, but my team, great teamwork, and, you know, we kind of pulled through at the end there. It was awesome.
1,000%. You know, so being able to kind of get your hands on the map, you know, before, obviously, the big moment.
Practicing, it's nice.
It's huge. It's huge. And so, like you said a second ago, this is a brand new way of viewing Fortnite and playing Fortnite, which is incredible.
Exactly. It's super exciting. See what people come up with, and then also turning it into a competitive aspect and put it in the game and make this tournament. So
it's amazing. So any general kind of thoughts, concerns maybe about strategy? I don't know.
You know, I think we won, so we know the strategy.
All right, listen, this is practice still. We've got the big moment coming up very soon, but do you want to shout out your team real quick?
Yeah, no, we've got some speedrunners in our midst, actually. We've got Tyler, we've got Zand, and Suzu. They are all speedrunners of death runs. And as you know, later in the Creative Cup, there's going to be a death run involved level, so we're going to take that one home too.
Inspired by the creative
later
man,
on there's going to be a
Scissors
creative
himself has made many a streamer, many a content creator, very angry with a death run, myself included. Great job with the practice round. We'll see you very soon.
I'm excited. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup Finals. We are here in day number 1 where the creative finals are going down. The stadium is jam-packed with fans from around the world who have traveled here, not only to watch us crown World Cup Creative Finals champions, but also solo and duo champions as well. I'm Zeke, this guy right here is Bala, and we're getting ready to hop back into all of the action. Now, I think, you know, we've seen a little bit of the first 2 game modes. You know, we got to see a little bit of the Sky Station Showdown. We got to see a little bit of that Junkyard Juke, but there's actually something that Sundown teased, and that is the World Run.
Yep, the World Run coming up next. It is an awesome, you know, it's something that I think a lot of these players are used to.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be very, very comfortable here. We'll have to see whether the challenge of the obstacle course will be, you know, anything that these guys can balk at, or if they're going to be able to just cruise through it. We'll see. It's going to be fun.
Well, it's going to be really interesting, right? A lot of these players are very familiar with death runs, and it's very, like, mechanical, right?
Yep.
If you know how to execute,
Zeke and this dude are probably my favorite. The guy with the longer hair is
but you have
cool,
to kind of get your eyes on them first, figure out how they work, and then make it through. So I think it's going to be very interesting, very fun for everyone here, and all the players as well. I'm hoping to see someone make it to the end.
Cool, but
I don't know that anyone will, though. We'll
there's
see.
30 coins, and from what we've seen in practice between us and other people, it's very difficult, so we'll see. We'll hop into the overview and stuff like that later, but just to give like some examples of the things that there are, there's, you know, the trap, trying to trigger them, making sure you move. Impulse grenades are in play in this. There's some lava, all sorts of treacherous things you have to get across in this world run.
A lot of Neo jumps as well. And again, massive shout out to the 17 content creators that helped put these maps together. Mad props to you. You know, their hard work is being shown here on the stage, and these guys are at home, here, of course, playing it as well. In case, you know, you guys forgot, I'm Zeke. This guy right here is Bala. We're getting ready to jump into these next few matches. We'll get you guys up to speed with all the format and all those things. You kind of tease it, but we'll get there in just a moment. And very quickly, the Chicken Champions were actually the winners for set number 2, Junkyard Juke. Let's take a look at them right now. They were overall victorious of that last set, and there you go. The Tender Defender is there in person to congratulate them, Bala. Rubius and his team, they worked hard for it, and they're
for the next run, but they know now they earned the Silver Llama for that set, so it's 1-1. Chicken Champions are earning their Silver Llama right now. They're surprised because they were getting ready, but here it is.
Rubius is like, wait, do I actually get that? Is that actually mine? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, you know, they are the current set winners. They have a Silver Llama for themselves. So that's now 2 different teams that have a Silver Llama. With only a few set matches left to go, I believe, you know, if the Chicken Champions can secure themselves a second Llama, that would be huge for them and their team, but we'll have to see how things go for them.
And the timing of the Silver Llama couldn't come earlier because they're about to hop in. This is definitely a booster for them in terms of their emotions, in terms of their confidence going into the world run, because it is precise, it is difficult. You have to make sure that you hit it, otherwise you're wasting time. It's going to be a race between these guys to get as far in as possible, so that confidence boost is going to help dramatically in this last normal set here.
Yeah, for sure, and it is actually a race. The World Run. It is similar to a death run with a bunch of obstacles. Let's go ahead and talk about that and everything that surrounds it. So there's actually 30 coins in the map.
Whichever team gets all 30, the fastest or as many as possible until time runs out will be the victor for that round set. You know, like I said, these are insanely difficult obstacles. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be forthcoming. I'm going to be vulnerable with you, the Fortnite fan. Listen. The farthest I got was 14.
It's not bad.
Okay. It's actually really difficult, and I'm by no means
Okay.
a death runner.
Let's do
No
checkpoints.
Are the
Okay,
best
so
of
this
the
is a
best.
death run. Whoever gets
These guys
30
are gonna
points
death runner. In
fastest.
terms of this map specifically, it's going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of those obstacles right now. So go ahead.
Like a dope death run. Fortnite
We're going
World Cup.
around the world in this new creative team, Death Run. In this challenging new creative game, 8 teams of 4, led by some of your favorite content creators from around the world, will compete to collect all the coins in their lane faster than everyone else.
That's fire.
The first team to collect all coins in their lane wins. If they don't finish, the number of coins they collect will determine their placement. If a player is eliminated, they'll respawn at their most recent checkpoint. Any team member can grab a coin for their team, so players will have to work strategically to gather all of the coins before the 10-minute timer runs out. It might sound simple, but it ain't easy. Players have no mats and limited items they can pick up along the way. Each team will have to use teamwork, communication, smarts, and speed to make it to the top of the leaderboard and take home their piece of the $3 million creative prize pool.
Take home
Ready,
their piece of the
set,
$3 million.
run.
That's cool.
Zeke,
Okay, that map
I
was
did not know how
fire.
you just did that while you were here. That did not sound like you here at all, and I didn't see your mouth move.
I'm magic. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. But yeah, World Run, you got a little bit of sneak peek there. We're getting ready to hop into these games right now. Speaking of which, let's just go ahead and do that. I think this is going to be very, very fun. We are getting ready. If you guys here in the stadium are ready and excited, let these teams hear it. Let's hear you right now. Man, that's so weak. No. Okay, let's pretend the first one never happened. Like I was saying, if you guys want to let these teams know how you're feeling, let them hear it! Yeah! That's what I like to see. And now the game begins. Here we go, the world premiere of the World Run.
See how they do out of the gates. They are
Okay, out
open
of the
now,
gate.
and it's all up to
Oh, they
these
only have
guys
10
to start
minutes to do
hitting their
this
first
death
jumps,
run?
and people are falling left and right. A couple of first coins are taken, and everybody seems to be off to a hot start. This is really like off to the races here.
Man, Forturtle and Zand are already flying through these first set of challenges. And again, you know, these are the very, very top of the best of the
each person
best
has their own
of
spot
the
number.
creative world, right? They've worked all 8 qualifier weeks long. They've made it through with their team captains, and now they're here. So once they figure out these obstacles, be prepared to watch them fly through them.
And the first couple are
doesn't
relatively
even
simple.
look that bad,
There's the
though.
double
Oh,
doors,
boy.
I think, are probably the first like one that you have to kind of know or see it in advance. And then here, the impulse jump into the tire, into the castle, and 3 players have already made it all the way there. It's neck and neck between most teams right now, 10 to 8.
Bro, I'm so mad.
Happy-
Do you understand? I
happy
literally had to play this to completion, all 12-minute
Happy's for
rounds.
the Raven team.
4 times to make it halfway, which this is the castle. And these guys got it in like 3 minutes. I'm upset.
Oh, this is why they're the World Cup creative players, and you are not. You're here casting.
That's cool. I'll hold that L, I suppose. I'll hold that for sure. So there's a few challenges here in the castle here, Bala. But as you saw there, Karora actually took a little peek at it. There's these little bumpers, and that'll actually send you upward into the next, basically, tier. So the most optimal strategy here is actually to leave two of your teammates behind, send 2 up to try and gather more coins faster. Because otherwise, you're just going to dedicate too much time, and you really want to maximize your time in this World Run.
And there's definitely a couple coins that you want to get as fast as possible through here. They're trying to get the half slides through with the chiller traps. Right now, nobody seems to have figured it out just yet, at least in the view that we're watching. But meanwhile, the Fish Fam and the Sunshine Soldiers are up to 13 now, but still neck and neck. I believe all teams are now inside of the castle, and we call this basically the first kind of tier of the difficulty for these obstacles. As they move up and go past this, they will become progressively harder.
Yeah. And again, this is the first time these creative players, qualifiers, have seen the world run. They've never seen it before. They have just, you know, they are mad. Their skills are insane. And look at this. Taldeck's already up on the next tier. So he's probably telling his teammates, all right, look, up here, I just use this bumper. What do I have to do? So he's already trying to figure it out. I like it. That's not me. The moment I hit that pad, I was like, I guess I just keep moving forward, and I kept running.
I love this experimentation. He's actually also communicating back to his teammate at the same time, because he went over that bumper and he's looking, do I have an opportunity to go back here, or is this it? Do I have to go forward, just like you were alluding to before? And now he decides, okay, he tells exactly what's going on to his teammates, Ninja, Kaz, and company, and they move forward. Alex JJ, though, is off to really the races. He's way ahead of everybody else, I think. But no, there's a Raven's Revenge. No, it's Svenos. It's his teammate. They're moving.
Yeah, they are moving. So what's tricky about that last jump there is those little directional pads will give you forward momentum, but in jumping you lose some of it. So you actually have to make it in a straight run. There you have to trigger the trap, get the impulse to make that precise jump, land on the other side, trigger the trap in one fail swoop, while also taking a step back to keep yourself safe. Now there is a little few secret ways to kind of trigger certain traps or get around certain obstacles. We'll have to see if these players discover them. But like you said, man, Svenos is destroying the game right now.
Just unbelievable. And this isn't even a team that qualified from a death run or elimination run or even a speed run. They qualified from a survival map. And he's doing things like this. He is leading the pack. There's a fish fam up ahead of him, though.
Yep.
They're not hitting this just yet. This is so precise. You have to change the altitude. Is he going to hit it? No. Second try.
Really hard to do.
Here's Suzo.
Here we go. First jump. Now this is the impulse. We want to send you a little bit forward. Now this is one where you want to get height. You got to throw it. Try to get on top of it.
No! Just barely, Suzo. And he's at 21 points right now in third in terms of coins. And it's all up to timing, I think. Zeke, we might see this end in the first match here. In the first round, they might end up completing everything because they still got 5 minutes to go.
Well, we'll see, Bala, because here's the thing.
They underestimated how these people do on death runs.
But this next one, that Fortnite is at, we call this the double danger. Let's just look at this real fast. This is really tricky.
He already knows.
He's already downloaded. He already knows what must be done. So you actually have to double hop, double bunny hop, land on the edge, take a step back, trigger the trap without being eliminated, right? Then you can walk up this small ramp. Then, depending on how you want to go about it, you can just go forward. Yes. He actually makes... Okay, I'm upset.
Third try.
I'm leaving. I'm done.
Poor Turtle.
And he gets the coin in one swoop. Oh, my.
But one thing, we have to look at the scores right now. 5 minutes to go. Fish Fam is at 26. They only have 4 coins remaining. But everybody else is starting to fall behind. We're starting to see the Fish Fam come way out above here of the rest of them. That's because they probably have the majority of their players through. The majority of the players are collecting those coins. There's Fort Turtle. He makes it through the double danger, collects the coin. Now, what do you do from here? They get up.
Man, this guy is absolutely insane.
There it is.
And you know, for Fort Turtle, it's funny because he's just excited about being here, able to compete on the stage in front of thousands of people and all of his peers. And bro, he is just slaying it right now. Oh, you gotta be careful. Okay, all right, yep. Everything's fine. Now you gotta make the jump. You got the one.
That is...
Gotcha!
That
is trap, baby!
That is the first time I've seen that. I've seen the theory. I mean, I've heard it theorized, but I haven't seen that yet. But Fish Fam, I was wondering. It's Scissors and company. 26 points. They're not at the same point that the Sunshine Soldiers are at, but they're at 26 total, the entire team. They have clearly synergized with Scissors here, but looks to be that even the Ravens Revenge are stuck at 26, so this might be a difficult one to get past.
Yeah, this one, so the tricky bit about this one is there's actually no checkpoint in between here. Where you need to get to, that's what makes the double danger that double dangerousness. 26 points across, and there's only about 3 minutes left, so these guys really have to focus up, try to get through. Now, the key thing going forward is, again, this is a test of speed, right? So a lot of these players are seeing the traps, they're making it through, memorizing kind of what they have to be doing to make it through the obstacles. Zan's already through. And that means when they get to come through next time, it's going to be that much faster, right? They're going to be just tearing through all of these obstacles like they're nothing. Hand of Blood, Lachlan, here we go.
Two team captains. Hey, this is important too because they still have coins to earn on their own.
Right.
They're you know, They're all the way in the back. They're not earning the coins. They're not helping their team out in front, trying to figure out the obstacles, but 2 captains back there. Ooh.
Okay, all right, trigger the other one. Yes. All right, land on it. Trigger that one. Dude.
Is he going to get it? Nice dodge!
Yo,
this is
Turtle
insane
so
right now, and there's the second player to make it through for Turtle. Into the door, no!
Nope, and look, you drop back down. So that's the challenging part. We call this thread the needle, right? You have to make it in one go. This is extremely difficult, and this is where a lot of these players are going to get caught up. But Turtle is a legend. Look at how methodical he is. He's insane. Look at these the precision jumps, man.
He's not going to miss this ever again because he already knows that trap, unfortunately, was timed at the wrong time for Clytex. But he's up
Turtle
above.
is tied with everyone in first.
See what he can do here, going to try and attempt this again. Trap above. When he lands on that, he has to jump at the right moment, then slow himself down for Turtle from up above. Still back. Nobody has passed this point just yet.
I think Turtle's going to
First trap, second trap. Hop across, take a step back.
Nice.
Jump across, take another step back. Okay. He was trying to be a little greedy there. I respect it. You know, you sometimes just want to land on that without having to kind of hop back out and kind of just risking that. So it's good that, you know, well, it's not good. It's bad that he messed it up, but it's okay. This is Turtle. He's an MVP. We're watching him.
This is crazy. That it comes down to this. There's a minute and 30 seconds about to figure this out.
30 seconds.
He got up here before, and he didn't make it through the door. He's not going to make it again. Unfortunately, everybody is hard stuck at 27 coins with 1 minute left. I believe whoever is going to be the first to make it through here might find themselves the first winners on the world run. 1 minute left.
You gotta be thinking, are they saying Raven's Revenge? Wait, they just got the 28th coin. They might be through Thread the Needle. Next up would be, I believe, bump jumps.
Did get through. We saw the end results up there. Made it through the door.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh, nice catching yourself. All right, you got to trigger the trap.
That boost pad on the side. It's just disappointment and frustration in his face. Ooh. If he wants to secure this, he needs to try to get 1 more coin in the next 30 seconds because I think Turtle is going to be able to catch up. Here's the jump.
Right. This is the first time we're going to see this. 25 seconds. Okay. So this is where you risk it all, man. This is it, the leap of faith. Watch these precision jumps. We've got 18 seconds left on them. So these are these Neo jumps, right? You jump out and around, keeping that momentum.
10 seconds left here. 1 coin remaining for the Ravens Revenge to find. He just got to get around that corner. I don't know if he's going to be able to climb these staircases just now. No, he's given up. He says no. Everybody else is left in the dust. Ravens Revenge take the first world run with 29 coins. Not quite finishing the map, but I believe next time they might.
And these legendary birds of the sky, they made it all the way up there, man. They were on the leap of faith, that last little section there. They had 29 coins, and if they had made it up, especially if they made even just 2 people up there, they could have been kind of starting a rotation, right? You jump first, see how far you can make, I will follow. But the big key for them is now they know what every single relay is, right? So going into this next round, they can say, we know we have to do, don't forget, make this precision jump here, do these little things to try and get through. And that could prove to be a very good advantage for them.
Yeah, and they don't have the Silver Llama yet. They don't have anything in terms of Llama, so this is important. Any of those teams that don't have a Llama right now, they need to earn it if they want to be in contention towards those golden games. Of course, every match matters, Zeke. They are earning prizes every single match.
And that's got to feel good, right, to have a stellar game here to get some of that prize pool for yourself and your team. That's huge, right? Like, so much respect to these. Also, Turtle, what the heck?
Yeah.
What is this kid on?
Yeah. Ridiculous. He was one of the first to achieve every single obstacle every single time. Finally, he got stuck on that one at the end. I don't know what you were calling it. It was a nice twist of the tongue, but just amazing there from Turtle to be the first every single time and then getting overtaken at the end. But, you know, next time, he knows it now. He's probably going to be the fastest to get ahead of everybody because he knows it all now. And you saw how mechanically good he was once he figured out the obstacle. So I think all signs are pointing towards another Turtle performance like that.
I mean, like you said, he's downloaded it all, right? He's got it up here, and now just put it down on paper. I mean, again, though, Ravens Revenge have got a little bit of that that advantage, right? They've seen the other plays. I think the big thing, though, is trying to get more of your teammates through to the challenges, right? Like, it's very difficult to try and get all 4, you know, in one fell swoop. Raven pun. But if you can make it even just that second person, like the moment you start to miss a jump, you're like, all right, I'm going to be eliminated, just go forward. And maybe that person sees where you went wrong and is like, okay, I can make the jump, and then they go forward, right? And then you're just kind of constantly frogging through, getting more coins, and getting where you need to be.
Yeah, and there was also an aspect of covering for others as they made it through, especially as that castle point happened. We saw Lachlan and Hand of Blood, the two team captains, all the way back in the back, but their teams were still up there because they were covering for them, they were getting those coins. But next time, they definitely need to be trying to make the effort to get all the way through and collect those coins as time progresses.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think what would be only fitting is to hear from one of these teams. Specifically, I want to hone in on the Cuddle crew. We've got none other than Monsters standing by with them to hear their thoughts.
What happened here? Okay, yeah.
All right, so here you have it, Lachlan. I know, I've heard from the grapevine, these guys and yourself actually qualified for the creative finals through a death run, and boy, oh boy, I just got to know what happened here. How did this translate? This is a death run. What happened, Lachlan?
Look, the qualifying map was a bit of a puzzle death run, so you know they had time to work with it. It was our first attempt running through, so it was a bit rough. I don't know if you guys caught me sitting on like an impulse level for like 10 minutes, but that was fun. So we're not going to do that this time. Clytak's over here. He's our designated carry, so hopefully you can carry us harder in the next round, and yeah.
I hear that, I hear that. So now I gotta come this way. Lachlan is dependent on you guys. What was going on? Was the death run, did it catch you by surprise, or was it just certain tricky moments that kind of choked you up and had you hung up there?
I was a bit of confused in the castle because I didn't know where to go. And then the impulse jump at the beginning, it just messed me up a bit. And at the end, I didn't know where to go. It's just a bit confusing.
And I have one more question here. So you guys have not seen the death run prior to this. Do you think that kind of held you back? And if you have another run at it, which you will, do you guys think that second time around you'll kind of have the strategies down packed? And I'm going to come down here with this.
Yeah, I think that the first time around is always the hardest because, you know, you're kind of going into this environment, you don't know where to go, but the second time around, I think we'll be a little bit stronger and hopefully we get better time.
Absolutely, I bet it. So once again, this is the creative finals here. You guys, like I said, Lachlan pulled through with the puzzle death runs, but just showing the difference here. So we're going to send it back up to you guys at the desk. And again, thank you.
You know, Lachlan, you are good at many things, but apparently you're showing the world you're not the great at impulses. But it's
where they are on their journey to the llama at the end of the set. So it's Raven's Revenge, obviously, in first. They earned themselves $55,000 and that much closer to the Silver Llama.
That's right, but don't forget, Funky Fighters and the Chicken Champions both have those Silver Llamas. That is going to be a massive determining factor in going forward. You know, if you're Raven's Revenge, you are absolutely looking to try and snag that Silver Llama if possible, because that's going to put you in contention, right? Then you have to set your eyes on the Gold Llama for the tiebreakers. But all in all, to be able to kind of come through and win that prize money for you and your team is massive. They have confidence, right? And again, I think the only other team that stands right in their way right now is for Turtle. This guy is a maniac. He's showing us that he is. Let's see if that happens here in game number 2.
The Sunshine Soldiers fell short, but Ford Turtle showed us all what he was made for. And I think we're getting ready to go into the match. As all the players are loading up right now, there's the Fish Fam, Scissors and company. They're all about to start. The gates are about to open. Guys, let's hear it for them.
Gates about to open. Okay,
there you guys are. You're paying attention. I respect it. Here we go.
Is this a different map or is this starting from the beginning?
Countdown has begun. The gates are open. And now here we go. Husey is first out of the gate, immediately just flying. You can see this is completely different than before, right? Before, people were kind of taking their time. Hey, what's this? I can't see where this ledge. What's going here? Let's sit here and inspect everything. That's not the case now. Everyone is just flying through these obstacles.
Yeah, a couple of these guys have not gone down yet. Here's Magma making his way through with the Ravens Revenge. This was the team that came out on top and was the player that led them all the way up to those treacherous stairway that we saw at the end there. Almost getting up around the corners. And here it looks like we are almost to the castle for Turtle. And this is the player we were talking about so much, Steve.
I'm rooting for
That's
you.
right, man. A legend in every way of the word. Stewart almost making the jump for the Sunshine Soldiers as well. unfortunately not. So this is this trap, this obstacle, very precise jump. You actually have to impulse a very specific way, at a specific angle, at a specific distance away from you to make it all in one jump. You can also, I hope they're not listening, but you can turn around and actually impulse backwards, right? So you face away from the tires and impulse yourself backward while jumping. Again, even doing that though, very precise. You know, you have to make sure you're doing this in one go. Look, Hyozi's already here. He's already trying to collect the coins.
Already towards the half pipes in the castle. Wonder if he already triggered all the traps down below and grabbed that coin, or if he's leaving that for another teammate. Gonna grab that coin perfectly. Nice job by Hyozi. Now he's moving up even further. No, he's going to go back to get those traps.
He made it. There you go, Suzu. Nice. All right, trigger the trap. Take a step back. Impulse forward.
He's already
too
through the castle.
shallow. I mean,
look. Through the castle.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. So don't forget, the castle is open. So once you do make it to that halfway mark, you can just send someone forward, right? Like, even if you're the first one and you're really confident, you could say, hey, Bala, I know you made it first. Just go. Go up to the next round. I'm going to stay behind. I'm going to pick up the coins, right? So quite a bit of teamwork going into this. But look along the way, man. These jumps are crazy. Suzu, what are you? Okay, what a legend. Yeah. What a legend.
Showing everybody that he can hang. He's led on the team of Scissors with Fish Fam. We saw them not too far in the prizing. 18 points right now. They're leading the way. But no, it's actually Fort Turtle again. Already towards these varying distance impulse jumps. And is he going to first shot it? No, not exactly. You know he's going to hit it on the next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, you know, this is kind of one of those things. The more that you do this, the easier it is the next time around, right? Once it's like you throw it here, you're like, nope, that's not correct. This might be it. Okay, closer, closer. I like it. Will he make it on the third jump? Don't forget though, we got the Funky Fighters at 20 coins. We've got Fish Fam at 20 coins.
Yo, I really
Sunshine
want
Soldiers, they
Fort
need to
Turtle
try
to
and
win
pick
this.
it up.
Like, he's actually really good.
Nice, but get across. Nice.
Perfect play from Fort Turtle. Now towards the lava jump and what you were dubbing as double
there's
danger.
a hard one now.
Is he gonna first shot? Does dodge the traps.
Okay.
This is from where he went last time. Gets the coin. He's gonna double back.
First try.
Oh my goodness. He went through those. I would have gotten scared there, but no. Fort Turtle knows exactly what he's doing. Gonna get all the coins in first try on the double danger, but doesn't make it through, so he has to still complete it. And Suzu and Sand, meanwhile, from Fish Fam, are taking the lead.
And that's what I kind of talk about, right? Trying to send two through. If you and your duo partner can make it through these jumps and get there, then you can start watching, right? Because like you as a player, you go to do it, you mess up and you're eliminated, you're like, what happened? What exactly did I do? You kind of go back and then kind of relive that moment. Not here, right?
This is the moment that they were all stuck on for so long. Suzu knows it now. He's not going to hit the first time. Zand also attempted it at the same time.
I think it's my first time
not going to work out just yet.
No, it's not like
they're going to give themselves the opportunity. Suzu trying again. Triggers two.
For the Fortnite World
Cup. Third, yes.
You guys
the
know
jump.
how much I played this game. I never qualified.
Right. Yes. Oh, and Zand. He was worried there that he might have pushed
the door
off.
Not sure if he made it. I don't see him falling down. Yes, he did make the doorway, and now he's back towards this thing where he has to go under at the same time as triggering the trap. He does it. He's back to the stairs. The Fish Fam only need one more coin, and they're about to do it in 5 minutes. It is so fast here. The last time we got here, it was 1 minute and 30 seconds. So one more coin for him to complete the map. He makes it farther than any player has yet so far.
Where's the next pad? He actually found it first try. I don't believe it. No, that was not where you got to go. You got to go back inward. It's okay, though. He's going to get another shot. Man, that was very impressive. Honestly, I would have been like, where am I supposed to go? But that's why this is called the leap of faith. You've got to jump around that corner and hope that something will be there to catch you.
Faith he has. And with 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go, not a single person, not a single soul in vision. He's going to have plenty of time to work with. We'll see if the Ravens' revenge can repeat and get back to where they were, but it looks like Sand is also going to join as well, but no, he falls just before. Yes, Tyler too. So the Fish Fam is coming through in big numbers at this last leap of faith.
And you know what could be huge here?
That's
for
such
Fish
a bad
Fam.
jump.
If they can make it through the leap of faith, they can actually get this coin. They're going to stop the timer, right? So less time that everyone else kind of has around to observe what's going on and try to get this practice in, the better. Here we go. Nice. All right, you got to jump in and out and around. Out and around. Yes, use the wall. Okay. All right. Yeah. Look around. Uh-huh. Yes. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. Wait.
Last jump. And he needs to hit the coin. This is going to be it. No, he didn't touch it. Just barely missed there. Finally hits the bouncer, and he's gone. There it is. The first players to complete the world run in 5 minutes and 52 seconds. An unbelievable time compared to what we saw last time. But still, the remaining teams have to battle it out. Back to the Ravens' revenge. They're still on the double danger, and they are going to get through. He has to hit the door, though. Oh, he almost fell all the way back down. Here we
go.
Not finding the speed, not finding the bounce there.
Threading the needle.
I'm so close to the door.
You hate to see it. Now, don't forget, remember, Ravens Revenge was the first team from last round. They made it here, and they're already kind of right back where they need to be. You've got the Sunshine Soldiers also going for the leap of faith. But look at how many coins they have, right? In theory, they should be at 29. This should be the last coin that they need to pick up. But someone hasn't picked up coins. Now, where? I'm not sure. But that could make or break their performance right here.
That absolutely could. We know Sunshine Soldiers had a great performance last game. Fort Turtle has completed.
I'm live streaming. What you want?
He's just watching on down. But the Ravens' revenge seem to have completed just a little bit more. Everybody now, I think, going to be trying to attempt these last couple of jumps. And they must try to complete the match. But important to note is the Ravens' revenge in second place right now. They need one more coin as well. That puts them in a huge advantage for that Silver Llama when we go into the third game. What just happened there with Stewart? He just climbed to the top with the tires.
That's right, the secret tires. See, these are little things you discover as you're... Oh, it's okay, Stewart. Don't worry. Take a deep breath. Line it back up. You got this. 2 minutes left on the clock, Bala.
Taga all the way in the back. He's catching up with his team. He's going to hit that.
Bro,
Can he hit the last one? He
close.
lost a little bit of speed, but he does.
Seems so
he's
hard.
joining up. Maybe he can collect any coin that he missed. No, it's actually going to be Arthur up here. He's got to finish the leap of faith as well. So a number of teams here.
Man, you got to think, if you're everyone else, you've already seen the Fish Fam stop that timer at 5:52, right? Just under 6 minutes. So you're thinking, we have to go. We have to be hitting these jumps, and that's just applying more pressure, right? Especially with a crowd here roaring as well. You know, there's all this pressure on the line. Nice jumps here. All right, keep looking around. Yeah, you see it right there. Bounce off the wall, out and around. Oh!
So difficult. Yeah. So challenging. He's learning the reasons why right now. He's going to continue to get more attempts. Meanwhile, the Funky Fighters have gotten their last coin up to the final one. Kuto being the player who gets there. He's on the leap of faith as well, so it's just head-to-head against these two. And this is very important for Funky Fighters. They need to stop Ravens Revenge. If anything else, getting second obviously important, but also because it's head-to-head against Ravens Revenge, this is such a meaningful final jump.
And, I mean, don't forget, they were the winners of that first round, so they already have points built up from that. If they can secure this last coin, that could be massive heading into the standings. But again, we've just got about 50 seconds left here. You can just tell they're just trying to hit these jumps with everything they can.
Okay, Kuto, a little bit further than we saw him last time. He's got to make the leap.
Yeah, this is the one you have to go out and right? There you go.
Now the bounce off the wall.
So
looking exactly, seeing if there's any more opportunities. He makes it. Okay, this could be clutch. This could be clutch here from Kuto. Just gets to the top here, and then he needs the bounce pad. Yes, perfect. Just the coin now. He gets it!
There it is.
9 minutes and 23 seconds ahead of the Ravens Revenge. Still time on the clock, though, for the Ravens Revenge to collect that last one. And what's impressive, too, is that 2 players have actually completed for it. The players up above, but now the rest of them, 1 second remaining. It's still going to be the Fish Fam, 5 minutes and 52 seconds, who take that one. That second map of the World Run is down and done.
Man, mad props to the Fish Fam. They did it in almost under 5 minutes, right? They came out at that 5:25 mark, 5.5 minutes. Now, Funky were right behind them. A little longer, right, at that 9:23 mark, but still, they got all 30 coins. If we have to go to tiebreakers, these 2 teams have 1 more coin than everyone else up at that 29 mark. So that could very well make a big difference heading into tiebreakers. But again, Fish Fam, way to show up. I respect it.
It's crazy, the improvement from game 1 into game 2.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. Ravens Revenge obviously in the first match coming out ahead, but Fish Fam clearly improving all across the board. It wasn't just one person. it felt like it was the entire team because that time was unbelievable. That's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, we'll have to see who else can do it. Again, you know, Ravens Revenge had a fantastic showing. Funky Fighters showed up there at the last moment. And then, obviously, the Fish Fam. But don't forget, you still got players like Four Turtle over on Sunshine Soldiers. Everyone, all of these teams have someone that's going to get them very, very far, right? We've seen that. But now the question is, heading into this next match, what does that mean? Fish Fam have already completed it. Funky have already completed it. Raven have gotten close. Does that mean we're gonna see another 5-minute timer? Could we see it even faster?
Good question. And what Ravens Revenge needs to figure out how to end the match. Because if they don't, then they won't be able to get ahead. They won't be able to close out, especially as other teams go ahead. Fish Fam knows how to complete it. They've proven that they can complete it in Funky Fighters as well.
Yeah, for sure. Well, for now, let's send it over to the stage where Pookie is standing by with the Fish Fam. And Pooks, real quick, ask them what their favorite fish stick is.
You know, can't always make it all about you, but I am down here with the Fish Fam. It is, dare I say, official. They're the first team to take a victory in the death run. I'm going to start here with Suzu. So you were the one that essentially clutched that victory for your team. How did that feel?
It felt great. Like, at first, I choked the bouncer, and I thought I choked the level as well. But then I figured it out, and I picked up the coin. I was like, wait, this is it? Let's go, baby.
It definitely looked like you were in a little bit of a precarious situation there for just a second. Was your team coaching and helping you that whole time?
Yeah, they kept track of the coins that we picked up. They kept motivating me, like, you got this, this is easy, we got this, we got it in the pocket and stuff. So yeah, that felt great.
Of death runs. You have been doing this from the very beginning. It must be an absolute honor to be here on the stage today competing, being able to help these guys out, pulling through to a victory. Are you going to continue the strategy?
Unlock, and obviously it's awesome, you know, helping these guys, but they're helping me win. They're the real speedrunners.
Well, I mean, it is a team effort at the end of the day. All of you have picked up coins. Sand, I'm just going to go over here and talk to you really quickly. Now, I mean...
Look at that, the Fish Fam ready to go back in. They're already getting their heads back in the game. Also, great pun, Pookie. Also, I'm upset with you that you think this is all about me. What is wrong with you? All right, though, anyway, what kind of takeaways do you think these players can make heading into the next game?
Well, the takeaway that I take out from that is that they were all supportive. The interview, they said they were supporting each other, keeping track of the coins, and pushing their Suzu ahead, making sure that they're encouraging him. But for everybody else, I think the takeaway is, how do we beat that leap of faith?
Yeah.
That's the one that everybody's gotten stuck on. They've wasted a little bit of time at the double danger, but the leap of faith is really where everybody needs to close out, especially the Ravens Revenge, if they want to get that silver llama.
Well, we'll have to see how things unfold for them. Very quickly, though, let's take a little break here. Let's send it down to Cam for his insight. Sundown, what you got?
And Bala, and we're going to take a look at some of the kind of strategy that goes into it. But first, all of these competitors who are here, who are competing in this world run, have had an opportunity to get there. It's been incredibly stressful. There's a certain amount of kind of mental edge you need to get through it. So let's kind of take a look in and how these competitors prepare for what was a world premiere and first appearance ever. Let's take a listen in and how these guys are talking and getting ready for the match.
Oh, look at all of them. That's funny.
All the Ravens getting nothing.
Oh, they only have one llama. Just absolutely amazing there. You can tell Ninja and then the trendsetter right there, throwing the peelies in the air, but also a big shout out to whoever that was on the Llama Record Co. I saw you there, hitting the llama bell. I got you. But now let's get into some of what happened during the World Run, some of the kind of cooler straightaways and, you know, some of the tough challenges that you face. So first, right away, here's a run coming out from Chappie of the Ravens Revenge, and this was one of the first obstacles you hit. So you can see he's on pace with everyone else, but what makes this so great is how efficiently he transfers this over into the castle jump, is barely able to delay. This is one of the toughest first things to get when you reach it. This is his first time ever seeing this jump, no problem. Hats off to you there. And then what does he do right away? Gets into the trap trigger and he's able to get them. Notice how as soon as he goes, he is quick flicking his camera back the other direction and gets all of those so consistently able to get it. Now, we saw a smashing success
success on their first attempt. Unfortunately, the Cuddle Crew had a little bit of a harder time when it came to that castle jump. It's okay, this could have been my replay and I wouldn't have been lying. So many of these, they're so incredibly difficult because you think, oh, I want to maximize my height up, but you have to get it out with the correct trajectory. Now you can see Ninja able to get through the speed part of the run and then over the top. This is towards the back half, and look how well he's able to then trigger those traps and get through. But the Fish fam were the ones who were able to make that incredible run on the back of Suzu. Now this was from his first run when the Ravens Rangers were able to get it. And if you look at the timer, next time he faced this, he about finished the course. So an incredible job from him to make sure he is pushing the limit with what they're able to do. And you can also see the level of communications. He knew he messed up right away, and then he immediately communicates to his team. It's like, hey, you got to run and then go up. Now you're in kind of that double trouble area trying to get the triggers. And this is where they got held up for a significant amount of time. A lot of the competitors not being able to bait the chaps correctly, and now we're over with the Ravens Revenge, who were able to power through this. Again, this was from the match number 1, and you can see how he's using quite literally every single space available to him, including the rock, including the jump off the side with the airstrike to then get up to that leap of faith, which is such an incredibly hard challenge. And only having 2 teams full completed it after the 2 runs, when all of these players are such strong death runners. You can see the Fish fam. Look at the timer on the clock, 5.5 minutes, and he's so quick going through it, and he's precise. He lines it up, he takes a step, and he goes. My question is now, between Suzu and Zen, they were so incredibly good last game. Can they beat that time? Can they keep pressing the pace, and will they be able to do it better? Because when you get up here, you have to do everything right, find the lineup, not miss a single one of your drops, and then get the final coin. Was able to then double back and grab it there off the launch pad for that 5:52 time in the number 1 spot in match number 2. This is now the second time we've seen the world run, and we asked the question before, what happens in run number 3? Can the Ravens Revenge get over that last obstacle of the leap of faith, or will everyone else start pressing up higher and higher and being able to challenge him? Match 3 is about to be underway. We're going to throw it back inside to Zeke and Bala. Gentlemen, take it away.
Thank you so much, Sundown, that insight. I mean, he's asking the tough questions. What happens in match number 3 of this set? You know, again, Fish fam, you saw, I kind of touched on a little bit earlier, you want to have as many people up on that leap of faith as possible so they can just sit there and rotate around. But before we hop into this next match, Bala, I think we probably want to take a look at the standings. We want to see how things are going for all of these players together. And of course, you want to take a look behind us. We've got Fish fam up there in first place from that last match, walking away with a nice chunk of change. Ravens Revenge there in second, Funky in third. Don't forget, Funky Fighters and the Chicken Champions both have Silver Llamas, and that's going to play a big factor later on.
Everybody needs to make sure that Funky Fighters do not get that last Silver Llama, because then they are out of contention if they don't have a Silver Llama. Because Chicken Champions don't really mind, because they have another place to play. They are kind of out of contention for this Silver Llama right here, but still, so many different teams have an opportunity here. The Ravens Revenge, the Funky Fighters, Sunshine Soldiers with the Fort Turtle, and then the Fish fam as well, able to collect it. So we are going to get into the next game of the World Run, the last one of the set.
Yo, Scissors looks so happy.
Here we go. The timer is counting. We've got 10 seconds before the gates open, and they start the run.
Oh, Scissors, gotta get this done.
See the focus in their eyes a little bit there of Turtle, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Run commences right here, right now. The players are out the gate. Here we go. The first run, Taco, Taldak, they're right out. Ninja falls, unfortunately. So does Kotu. Zan there looks like he's making up with Tyler. Magma, Kororo, they are just neck and neck.
What?
Again, you know, it just goes back to once they figure it out, they're
Okay,
just
I'm
going
streaming
full
right
set.
now.
I want to see who gets out to the early lead here. Suzo, the champion of the last one with Fish fam. He's a little bit behind, but again, he has the opportunity to catch up when he starts getting to those more difficult obstacles. Right now, it's not looking like anybody really taking a huge lead, a huge advantage, because we all saw how proficient they are in these early stages. Really, the first obstacle that stumps most people is this impulse jump.
That's right, here we go. Don't forget, this is that precision impulse jump. You can do it forward, you can look away. First jump, unfortunately too shallow there on both sides. And both from the Fish fam will be going down there. I saw there on the left, there is actually a team that has made it across. You've got Raven's Revenge, who's in the castle, and I believe it was actually the Llama Record Company that are also at the castle right now. Fish fam, the Cuddle Crew, Raven's Revenge, Sunshine, and the Punky Fighters. And now the Llama Record Company all have 11 coins.
See, the castle run, how fast they can get through there as a team, also very important, as most players are now getting through this first difficult impulse jump. Looking for anybody rising up, looking for anybody completing this trap obstacle course inside the castle. If they can collect those coins fast, the players who get fastest through the castle and really collect all those coins are, in my opinion, the people who are leading the pack.
Yeah, I almost think, like, should you just, like, as a squad, grab, like, send one person to each thing and just, like, very quickly grab all four, and then as a squad go up, right, so that you have more chances going through every single challenge.
Obviously depends.
Ninja said, I can't wait to
how many
defend our
you
Fortnite
actually get to the castle. What a time there from Scissors through that one. Is he going to be able to finish out that impressive performance? He's got a couple of jumps still to go. One,
no way. I will.
2, 3. Scissors showing off why he's one of the best at these types of maps, but way ahead of him, his teammate Suzu leading the pack again. So this might be a better time here for Fish fam.
All right, man, Scissors, that was insane, dude.
Suzu is going to carry them at that last
these guys
one,
are so good, right? Once they figured out, they can just do it. It's almost like muscle memory. You see Suzu here now. If Suzu's smart, he waits here for Scissors to get across, and then once Scissors gets across, he can start triggering the trap. He's going to opt to say, look, you know what? Let's just go. I'm trying to get the coins. We need to rack up as many and as quickly as possible, because don't forget, last game, they got that 5.5-minute time on lock. They still have another 1.5 minutes going off of last game, right? If they can do it again, it's going to be huge.
Waiting for the chiller on his feet to get off before he goes forward. Now he has full reign onto this one. If he one-shots this, he's putting himself in such an amazing time. He's kind of letting his team do the rest of the work. Oh, one shot here from Suzu. Is it possible? Getting through the door? No, just short. But he did not go all the way back. He's continuing the recovery on this run.
Oh, Suzu
not quite
almost
enough.
had it.
Suzu putting everyone in his fishbowl, saying, "Don't worry, fam.
Put it in work on
I've got
him
this."
And Scissors are, I mean, the whole
jump down
team is
first
really
trap.
good. Of course,
Second trap, hop across, take a step back.
Suzu's
Nice.
gonna, at the end, they're all probably gonna get stuck at the end.
This is huge, though.
Suzu's
If
gonna
Scissors
get
is
that.
there,
That's
because
what's
if they
so
can
hard.
hop through
Nobody
together,
could've gotten
Suzu
that.
can trigger this,
Really think
and
he's
then
gonna get it
get
from him.
Scissors there where he needs to go, and then there will be two members trying to get these traps. Unfortunately, too shallow.
After this ends, I might end the live stream.
Mistake there on
Pro
the
Am
bouncer.
tonight. I don't know if I
Speed
wanna
pad
stream
up
that.
into the bouncer.
I
See,
might
he's
just make a
trying
reactions
to
video.
keep his back towards
Not
it so
a
that he
reaction
can make
video,
sure he
talking.
hits the
I just
bouncer
might
on the
make a
right
video talking
point
about
that
it.
he wants to. Kinda has
Marshmallow
it
just
memorized
tweeted that
at
he landed in New York for the
moment, but a
World
lot of teams starting to
or
catch
Pro
up right
Am
now, so,
World Cup with
you know,
Ninja.
starting to
They're
lose
ready
the
to
pace that
defend
they had
their
in the
title.
first game.
Is what he said.
Don't slide off, don't
Exciting.
slide off. Unfortunately, slid off. Now look, Sunshine Soldiers, they're already at the 28-point mark. So are Raven's Revenge, with Fish fam right behind them. Everyone else is tied right around 25 coins. Oh, and look, they actually sent Flytax forward. He's trying to make it to the Leap of Faith. So he left his teammates down behind, saying, look, just gather the coins. I'm going straight to Leap of Faith. That's the 1 point we know we need.
Magma up ahead as well for the Ravens' Revenge. And the record of the map by Fish fam has gone past. That was 5 minutes and some. And we're now down to 5 minutes left total. Magma making sure that he makes this jump. He doesn't want to waste time. I think he might have the confidence here. Just got to bounce off the wall. No. Not yet all the way through. If he can do this,
I want
is
Raven's
clinching
Revenge or
himself that
Scissors team
silver
to win
llama.
this one. It's intense.
Stewart,
Or the
okay.
one that
Yeah, these
Poor Turtle
momentum
is on.
jumps,
The
very
Right Bomber team.
difficult, or Neo jumps as they're also called. You gotta be really precise. Really, I mean, you have to be very calculated with every single one. You got Chappie over here, you've got Stewart across the way as well. And look, you can see Suzu there too. I mean, there's so many people here that are already at the Leap of Faith. And look at the rest of the teams, right? Even the Funky Fighters, Little Whip, and Llama Record Company, they're at 26 points. They're closing in on that Leap of Faith.
Sunshine Soldiers adding their name to the hat of people who are trying the Leap of Faith. Stewart not quite making it through yet. Magma
That's
right now
so
feeling
hard,
a
that
bit of
last piece,
frustration. He feels the pressure. He knows that he has to try to make
That's
this,
a really tight
try
turn.
to get this last
Then
coin
after
ahead
that,
of
you have to
anybody
like
else.
climb up.
Clytax has
I think
joined the fray
Snoozu
as
is
well
gonna get it for them though.
from Cuddle Crew.
So you can see too, like Clytax is, while Stewart is using his camera while you jump forward, you whip your camera in the direction you want to start moving. Clytax is doing the opposite. He's actually just using the momentum from his movement abilities, just like his keys, to get him where he needs to go, not even touching his camera at all. Two different ways to approach it. They're both about the same. It just depends on which one you're more comfortable with. Magma here, he's in a good spot. Great ricochet there. All right, just take it easy. Nice. All right, good lane.
Almost. The tires.
He's going for it.
Yes.
He's just going for it. Could he be the first one? No, Sunshine Soldiers have actually already done it with a 623, and Raven's Revenge there with the 636. So Sunshine Soldiers sneakily got it, but still a great time from them. Don't forget the first round, they were the only ones with 29 coins.
Oh yeah, Four Turtles team won. Right, they got first place, and right after Raven's Revenge.
All 4 teams who were up there on the Leap of Faith have now completed it. The Cuddle Crew still need one more coin
Cuddle
to actually
Bears
finish
right
the
behind
entire
them.
thing. Clytax feeling a little bit of pressure. He needs to start supporting his teammates. And then the Llama Record Company sitting at 27 right now. I think this is one of the first times we've seen them towards this double jeopardy, towards closer and closer, edging their way at the Leap of Faith. The Cuddle Crew have completed, meanwhile, just past 7 minutes. So the standings right now are shaking up with all of these teams being so close together. Can't wait to see where it is. Still, every single placement here matters. Chicken Champions, Funky Fighters, Little Whip Warriors, and the Llama Record Company all at 27. Who is going to come out on top in this 4-way race?
And don't forget, this really does make a difference, right? They're all competing for prize money, so being able to come out ahead of another team, that's going to secure you more of that pot, so they have to be very careful, right? They have the 2 minutes left, but man, to see all these other teams, 4 of them already get that third coin. Like, you know, we saw that first game, it was like, oh man, Raven's Revenge, you only won at 29 coins, everyone else is not even close. Second game, the story is Fish Fam and Funky Fighters. Now, we've got 4 teams that have gotten that 30th coin. Insane, especially how close it is. Like, even look at Raven's Revenge and Fish Fam, right? Just a few seconds
selling
difference.
a battle bus drum.
All that could mean a huge amount when we look at the standings at the end of the match. But meanwhile, nobody yet up to that Leap of Faith. Oh, actually, Kuto.
No.
We saw him finish the game last time for the Funky
But
Fighters.
man, so
See if he can do it
okay,
again. He's
Cuddle
got
team
1 minute
finished.
and
I didn't
15
see
seconds
that.
to do it.
The Chicken team
Came in second,
and
just
the
behind the Fish Fam.
Team.
And their record-breaking run.
Really close to being
Can he do it now? All pressure on him.
It's a hard job.
And I mean, you gotta
Kudo
look
is really
right
good
all
at
of
it.
his other
Though.
teammates are still being eliminated, right? They're trying to get up there because, again,
good at
the
it,
more
but
shots
that
you can
turn
take
gets
at
everyone.
the Leap of Faith, the better, right? The more chances you have of securing that 30th coin.
So many teams are approaching this Leap of Faith now. You can see in the background there's at least 3 teams up here total. Could be also some players who have not yet finished the map from the other teams. As Chappie sits there, Chicken Champions making their approach. I'm wondering, Kororo, if you do this last one, you are going to beat out the Funky Fighters. And that could mean huge placement in terms of the prizing at the end of this. 30 seconds to go.
All right, wait, he's made it. Okay, look like down. Okay, it's fine. Small jump.
Got it. Last jump, and he's got the coin too.
There you go.
So the Funky Fighters finish up
Okay,
ahead of the
Funky
Chicken
Fighters are done.
Champions.
Come on.
Kororo,
Chicken
fortunately, is
Team's
going to
they're
fall
not gonna
shy.
get it.
But at 29 coins and 5 seconds remaining, I think that's going to be the end there for this. These are the standings as they are. The Chicken Champions come out there.
Chicken
and
Champions so close.
what an amazing run it was.
Wow, 6 teams.
did
6
it.
teams secured themselves the 30th coin. Night and day situation coming out of that first world run. We got to witness, but look, smiles all around. Again, in case you're just tuning in, welcome to the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals. These are the very best of the best from the creative side of Fortnite, and they're all joined here by their team captains and facing off for a prize pool. And these games have not disappointed. The World Run, honestly, I take it all back. I thought we weren't going to see a 30th coin. I'm a liar. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
They smashed it.
These guys are the best of the best. Fish Fam, Raven's Revenge, these guys showed up hard on this world run. Absolutely incredible performances. 2-time finishers all the way through. And now we also have to be able to think about what these standings are going to look like at the end of the day, because it was close, right? Ravens Revenge, that first one, and then getting second, and then getting second again, could mean that they are in contention for that first place here in this set.
Oh no. Guys, is my stream about to crash? No, it's not. Okay. Sorry guys, I gotta restart the stream. It was crashing.
That was super fun. It was like we were like casting golf. Oh, takes a shot. And he sinks it.
Sinks tension at the end when everybody realized that they needed to make that last jump. It was just awesome to feel. The crowd was feeling it too when you made it towards that last one, when they finally made it through that last tire, or making their bounce all the way through, just like flying through the sky for that last coin. Felt good. It's got to feel good for these guys.
Yeah, and I think, too, being able to just, like, key in on different players, right? It wasn't like it was Turtle. We saw in that first run was dumpstering everybody else.
So good
then it was like next game, there was different people that were really showing up. Even that last game, right? Scissors, the straight back-to-back just crushed 3 or 4 obstacles in a row. It was insane. But for now, let's go ahead and send it over onto the deck with Pookie Face. She's standing by with the Sunshine Soldiers. So, Pooks, what you got?
Hello, Zeke. I am down here with the Sunshine Soldiers. They're the most adorable team, in my opinion. They are coming from all corners of the globe. They've come here to compete today. Now, so far, you guys have, there have been a couple of struggles, but the day isn't over. We still have the remixes coming up, so keep that in mind. Do you guys have a new strategy going into the remixes?
That's top secret. Hidden information.
Yeah. Information, that's it. And you, coming all the way from Spain, it's so lovely to have you here, Daniel. What has it been like to...
I'm actually from Mexico, not Spain.
From Mexico, sorry, from Mexico. What has it been like to be a captain of your team for the Creative Cup?
Yo amo a estos chicos, en verdad creo que no puede tener mejor equipo, estoy demasiado contenta de tenerlos conmigo y estoy súper feliz por la experiencia.
I feel really happy. I couldn't have a better team, and I'm super excited about this experience.
That's incredible. We love having you here. Thank you so much. And I'm going to come over here and talk to you super quickly. Now, you're one of our youngest competitors. So being here, seeing all of your idols today, that has to be exciting. When you told your family that you were coming here to compete at the Fortnite Creative World Cup, what did they say?
They were just super happy for me, and they was really excited, and yeah.
I think he's Australian.
Do you want to keep competing in these massive Fortnite events? Do you love this?
Yeah, it's really good.
And finally, down here at the end. Now,
again,
all of this diversity is incredible. Now, you're here just essentially to compete at this event, but not only for that, but you're representing your country. So how does that feel? Is that a lot of pressure?
Yeah, there is a lot of pressure, and it feels amazing. Even though there's the pressure, it also feels great.
Well, you guys are doing an incredible job. Best of luck to you in the remixes. Gonna throw it right back over to the casters.
Man, Pooks, you are not lying. They are adorable. They're all so happy to be here. You love to see it. Man, the Sunshine Soldiers again. Mad props to them for coming in with that 6:23 time in the last set of that match there. Again, though, 6 different teams, all with 30 coins. What does that mean for the standings?
That means basically it's anybody's game, right? That just means anybody can take this because everybody really was pushing the pace. Everybody was making sure that they were in towards the top. It was basically shaken up from top to bottom, except maybe the top 3, right?
Yeah.
Ravens Revenge, Funky Fighters, Fish Fam, all these guys completed their runs and placed highly in the other ones. So I think that they have a good opportunity here, but still, anybody's game, just like you said.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. We have to look at things like Ravens Revenge, right?
They were so young, dude.
They were 29th in the first game at 29 coins coming in first. They had a second place as well, and then they managed to get themselves to 6:36 time. let's go ahead and take a look at some of these replays that we kind of watch over the course of these games. This one specifically is coming out of the Sunshine Soldiers. They did, in fact, win this last match here. But again, just look at Stewart. Look at the precision again. The leap of faith. You know, it's crazy because, like, in just looking at it, you're like, that doesn't seem so bad.
It's so
but
difficult.
It's insanely difficult, the precision jumps you need to make.
To maneuver yourself through that. He actually made that in one hop. Everybody else was stopping before that. He went all the way to the tire and jumped over. The reactions there in the background from that team. Absolutely incredible performance to come out on top in that one. Just perfect execution on that last one.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when these precision jumps, these tight jumps like the one around the wall that you can't even see. You just have to know in your head, I know where I'm going to land when I come around this corner, because it's not something you have eyes on. And once he's been able to do it, he's like, okay, I know the jump that I need to make every single time. But ladies and gentlemen, you guys got to get ready because we're coming down here to the wire. We are very close to knowing who are the set winners from the World Run. Everyone gave it their all. Man, did they show up huge. I'm not disappointed. That was so much fun to watch, especially coming off of Sky Station to then Junkyard Juke to this. Just three almost completely different creative game types we got to see today.
Yeah, we're putting them through the ringer. They have to do all sorts of things. They have to show off how versatile they are. And in the World Run, they showed it. All the teams who did compete and play in the World Run to qualify for here ended up showing off really well. Obviously, the Fish Fam with Scissors and Company, they had probably one of the most difficult elimination runs ever.
Yeah.
So clutch to be able to perform here. I think we have the standings. I think we have the winners of the set. It's gonna be Fish Fam.
Congratulations to the Fish Fam. Look at them. They just want to get back in. They're not even ready to celebrate. They are the winners there of the World Run, and there he is.
Yeah,
Fish Stick is walking out with a silver llama, ready to present his team this coveted. Look at this thing. It's so shiny. All right, I'm going to go down there and steal this, actually. I want this. I mean, anyway, there you are. The Fish Fam are being presented with the silver llama. Look, they're like, yeah, baby, let's go. We got that.
That's ours. Well, congratulations, guys. There's the silver llama for them. But all focus for them is on to the next matches, because we've got a couple more to go, and it's not over yet.
Yeah,
we've got your remixes coming up next. We've got your Golden Games.
Now, first, hold on, Paul. Let's take a look at the standings. I think first, after that last set, look at this. Fish Fam come out on top. Going out of tiebreakers, they are the ones that are victorious, and they walk away with the silver llama. But the Ravens Revenge Band, they were putting in a lot of work there, also getting themselves some prize money as well. Sunshine Soldiers there in third, and then the list goes on again. Keep an eye on those silver llamas. These are the guys that are in contention for that final prize pool.
Fish Fam.
Now, if you're one of these teams with the silver llamas, you need to secure the gold llama, because that is going to come. That's going to be the ultimate tiebreaker. If your team has that gold llama, you walk away with the win, especially because it's kind of divvied up amongst other teams.
Yeah,
so I know
the gold llama being that ultimate tiebreaker.
Pro-Am
so
is
the
in a
next
bit with
team
Ninja and Mark
to claim it, the first team to claim it, as we see the Fish Fam with their silver llama.
Yeah.
The first team, the only team to claim the golden llama is going to walk away as the champions here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, you kind of teased it a little bit. What are these remixes things that we're kind of talking about? You know, what does that mean for the games? Don't even worry. We got you guys covered. We're going to break it all down for you. So, remixes. We're basically going to go back through and play a match of every single match type.
Yep.
But there's going to be something different about them. So starting with Sky Station Showdown, the remix for that is that all players can earn points, not just your sword bearer. That is going to be playing a big factor. We've also upped the typical 1,000 points needed up to 3,000.
Best out of 3 out of all the teams. Whoever gets the most
Absolutely. In Junkyard Juke, we're going to be playing again, but you can only use large props. So it might look a little bit silly, but what it means is that it's going to be all the more difficult to score. But at the same time, each large prop is worth 10, so we're not going to see those, small increments between each other. So leads can get large, or they can just stay very small because it's so difficult.
Yeah, for sure. And finally, we're going to hit the World Run one more time. But the remix is that players do not respawn. That's right. They're going to have one life.
Brutal.
They're only going to have one life?
So hard. We saw how many people struggled, even, to get past that first you know,
They're
a couple
only
of
gonna have
obstacles
one
so
life in the
difficult.
death
If they have
round.
one
If I
life,
was
it's going to
them,
be so difficult. But we
I
are
wouldn't even
going to be
risk it.
hopping
I'd just
into
stay
the
in the
first
spawn and wait for them
game
to
of the
die.
Golden Games. It's Sky Station Showdown
going.
with a remix that everybody can earn points. Here we go.
That's just me.
Go ahead and count us in here if you're hanging out at the stadium. We've got 3, 2, 1. And the remix of Sky Station Showdown is underway.
Okay,
15 minutes counting down. So don't forget, we have a new total cap. That is 3,000. And the remix is that anyone for your team can accrue points. This also stacks, by the way. So if you and your squad are sitting on a point, you're getting 3 points per person per second. So what does that mean? Will that mean players try to push points and lock them down? What will that mean for that center point at 7 minutes that opens up? We'll have to see as the game goes on, man.
So we'll have to recall all the different strategies that these teams have, because a lot of players took it very slow. The Fish Fam tried to contain the 1 point. Same thing with the Little Whip Warriors. Same thing with also the Cuddle Crew. But we also had the Llama Record Company all trying to buy and really push for that center point when it opened up. Right now, the initial control point fights are going down. Raven's Revenge has got one. Sunshine Soldiers have gotten one. And the Funky Fighters as well, but not before getting contested. Here's all the second wave.
And Blood going in, going to start swinging the sword. Can he chop them up? Danyan instead says, not today, friends. You have all been eliminated. He's going to shut down one there as well. Bensor going to be shut down. And you got the Llama Record Company like, hey, what's going on up here? Nope, Danyan is prepared. She saw you coming. She heard the DJ scratches. Back to the island you go.
And remember, it does accumulate no matter who is on the point, and also it stacks. So all 4 players are able to grab and stay inside the point.
Hey, yo, let's go. Oh no, did my sync crash? Oh no, my stream's about to end, guys. Sorry.